Hi, welcome to Imperium Learning. This is the first exercise in a 7-exercise Excel course. In this video, I just want to set out who this exercise is for, the task that you'll be doing, the Excel skills that you'll have learned after having completed this exercise, and finally the prerequisites that you'll need to have in order to get the most out of doing this exercise. So just starting off on who this exercise is for. Well, firstly, it's appropriate for Excel users of all skill levels. But with that being said, it will probably prove most useful for people of a beginner or intermediate skill level. And the reason I say this is that people of an advanced skill level are probably more likely to be familiar with the keyboard shortcuts that I'll be showing you throughout this exercise. One last thing that I just want to say is that this is appropriate for people of any career background. So even though the task that we'll be doing is finance themed, it's more focused on formatting skills in Excel, and that's really appropriate for any kind of career background. And just to outline the task that you'll have completed after finishing this exercise, what we're going to be doing is creating simplified versions of Coca-Cola's and Tesla's income statements in Microsoft Excel. So like I said before, you don't need to have a background in finance. It's just going to be focusing on learning the keyboard shortcuts for certain formatting skills. So just to be a bit more specific about the Excel skills that you'll have learned after having completed this exercise, the first skill that you're going to learn is how to navigate within Excel and between other applications using the keyboard. You'll also learn the keyboard shortcut for renaming Excel worksheets. You'll also learn how to link and unlink Excel worksheets. You'll also learn how to do something called paste special. You'll also learn about absolute and relative cell references and when to use them. You'll also be introduced to something known as go-to special. And finally, you'll also be introduced to a lot of other formatting skills, such as how to use borders, change fonts, change background fill, etc. using the keyboard. And then finally, just to summarize the prerequisites that you need, the most important thing is that you need to have a relatively recent edition of Microsoft Excel. So I'm going to be teaching you using Microsoft Excel 2016. So I think it would be advisable to have at least Microsoft Excel 2010. You could alternatively have 2013, or actually you could have even a more recent edition of Microsoft Excel than 2016. So any of those editions would be absolutely fine. And then finally, just to round off, I'd say this exercise is most appropriate for Windows users as opposed to Mac users, because the keyboard shortcuts on a Mac are slightly different, and I'm not going to be covering the keyboard shortcuts for Mac users. So I'd just round off by saying it's probably ideal for Windows users. So with that all out of the way now, we're ready to proceed onwards with the actual exercise. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the keyboard to navigate within Excel, and also how to navigate between all the applications that you currently have open on your computer. So see you there.